Huh?
Oh.
44 days since rugby. I thought now might be a good time to do some other things, to take up some other hobbies. I've got pretty good at baking. And yeah, at every stage, all it did was remind me of what we were missing, and that out there, somewhere, is rugby.
Because I'm not the only one desperately craving and needing and clinging to what rugby we can get. We had this guy who would have found a far more original way to open the oven than I just did, and I could have learned some technique on my passing from the latest in the production line of great Japanese nines here. And moving along, we saw almost another epidemic hit Australia as so many people started tackling bins. And seemingly, these are the only bins in the world that aren't filled with rugby balls pumped into them from distance by bored rugby players. Because there's so many trick shots going around at the minute. I mean, Quade Cooper's one thing. I mean, here he is, Quade's gonna Quade. The thing about Quade Cooper is he is the only player posting these to his Instagram that I genuinely believe would try it in a test match. But Quade was then actually outdone by one of his own fans, as Isaiah from the Helensville RFC under-12s nailed this trick shot. And so with so much ridiculous skill emanating out of Australia seemingly, I thought it was high time I spoke to someone who could tell me all about the hitter plays going on across Australia. It's the country's name. Sean Maloney, how are we doing? How are we?
Robbie, outside of the fact that there's no live rugby on at the moment, I'm okay. We're getting through it down in Australia at the moment. Everyone locked down. We're at the latter stages of trying to bang our way through. Mate, it ain't easy. It ain't easy. So I've been getting myself through a range of TV series, which I know you love, classic movies, and just old
Nice.
rugby clips have just been carrying me through.
Any big recommendations on any of those? If one TV series, one movie, and one old rugby clip.
I'm mowing my way through Ozark season 3 at the moment.
Okay.
That's going to be my go-to TV series, Ozark. Go-to movie. Why not have a laugh with Jason Bateman in Dodgeball? Old rugby clip. Oh man, what was the last one I watched? I watched George Gregan's flick pass off the back of the line out, 40 from home, 1999 World Cup to Alan Finnegan. Go for the line, man.
Go for the line, man.
That's almost been the highlight of lockdown, is getting to see players who you aren't seeing play anymore or play that much. Just show they've still got it. Never in doubt.
If you could have one player ever in rugby still alive to showcase their skill, what would it be and who would it be?
I mean, Shane Williams is my all-time hero. He is kind of the player that, in a lot of ways, got me into rugby, just because I'm not a particularly big man, and seeing him thrive and do all kinds of naughty things to people 6 times his size was such a joy. If you put him against like Godzilla, could he still sidestep him? What's the biggest and the toughest object he can step round and still jink round?
I'll give you an Aussie one. I'll get Stephen Larkham just hammering drop kicks, as in drop goals, like he did in the 99 World Cup semi, just into neighbours' backyards. So Bernie has just like the biggest sack of Gilberts you've ever seen, and he just sits there in the backyard launching Gilberts. Are we done?
No, we can keep going.
Yeah, we don't have. No. I don't have to. Don't leave me. Please don't go. Please don't go. I don't want to be left alone. You're all I've got, Robbie. I'm happy to stay all night long. Please don't leave.
And elsewhere, we've seen some really lovely things from players. We've seen Sia Khaleesi take moments out from somehow being so cool he makes dressing up as a minion with his kids look like the star of Reservoir Dogs. To start a foundation, to help find equipment for hospitals in South Africa. We've seen Japan fullback Rihei Yamanaka provide hundreds of kindergartens and nurseries across Japan with rugby balls to send to the kids to play with whilst they're on lockdown. Jamal Ford-Robertson nailed, look at him, nailed this backflip. And Brian Habana went to a supermarket dressed as Baymax from the film Big Hero 6. And then we've seen the greatest public service. Plenty of people on social media posting old rugby matches to watch. So this week, we've seen across the World Rugby channels the glorious win for the Ireland women against New Zealand in 2014.
Wait for the whistle from Leah Birard. And there it is.
We saw Argentina be magnificent and so good to watch. Imos' 2 finishes are incredible in their win over Ireland in 2015, and then Jonah Lomu himself rampage against Scotland in the quarter-final. And speaking of years gone by, this week finally saw former Tonga forward Mama Molatika retire from rugby after winning his first cap in 1997. His career is more than a year older than Tom Curry, so congratulations to him on a great career. Good luck in the future. It's a hell of an innings. And finally, England's Abby Brown has been busy trying to imagine what she's going to get up to, what we're all going to get up to, the moment lockdown is lifted. It looks pretty good to me, and it's very much inspired me to take up a new hobby. So I want you to join me next week, by which time I imagine I will be a world-class dancer. And I want to see if you can either take up any new skills or use any of your existing rugby skills in real day-to-day quarantine life. Use the hashtag Rugby'sGotTalent, and I'll see you next week.